and welcome to This Week in Starcraft. This is our second show. My name is Jeremy Olaman Reimer, and this is my cat, Zoe. Say hello to the audience, Zoe. Zoe! Just to prove that she is actually alive. Yeah, she is an actual cat. Together we hope to let you catch up on the weekly developments in the fast-paced and exciting world of professional StarCraft. Right now, there is a tournament happening right this very second. It's DreamHack, so you might want to watch that and catch on this on the video rather than watch this live, or you could watch both. We'll be getting to DreamHack in a little minute. In a little bit, let's start with top news. The top news this week had to be the controversy over the World Championship Series for North America. The qualifiers for the Premier League and NA were held this week, and the tournament had some unfortunate complications. Firstly, the 512-man format wasn't restricted to just professional players. So a lot of players that got in, it was first come, first serve, and a lot of players who actually got in weren't the best players, and they actually bumped players who were professionals out from the tournament. Chinese 2012 champion Com was one of these who didn't make it. A fellow national who did make it donated his account to Com. Although both parties were open about this, it was against the rules of the tournament, and Com was disqualified, but not before he was in the finals for a chance at a position in the Premier League. Other problems with the qualifiers included the presence of cheaters, such as Physics Lee, who beat known players, most notably Cats, and were disqualified for map hacking, but despite being disqualified, still took those players out of the running. Lastly, the fact that 8 of the qualifiers for the North American, out of the 8 qualifiers for the North American Premier League, all 8 of them ended up being Koreans who were playing for foreign-owned, non-Korean teams. And this ended up with a predictable result. I predicted it, but it's somewhat funny. So here's the result. Got Alicia, his top hat. DreamHack breaking news. Chris Huckwarringer just said he is advancing to the round of 16. I'm going to stop this and just say, yeah, Huck, round of 16. Yeah. Okay, back to our regular scheduled program. So this was a community-made video. It's kind of funny. The North American scene is not as strong as the Korean scene, obviously, or even the European scene. So the fact that 8 Koreans qualified is not surprising. There were a couple of map wins. Mystery won his first map and went 1-2 against Jadong. Quasar actually beat Jadong, knocked him down to the loser's bracket. Drunken Boy beat the Korean Mia, eliminating him from the tournament. And the Muslim, who was left out of the invites for North America, beat Jadong, eliminating him from the tournament before falling to his teammate Revival. Still, it is somewhat amusing and interesting, and there is some controversy over the fact that in the North American Premier League, there will be 8 Koreans out of the 8 qualifiers. Now, because of these issues and others with the WCS NA qualifiers, which were run by MLG, the Major League Gaming co-founder and CEO Sundance Giovanni issued an apology for the snafus at the WCS NA qualifiers, saying the company will do better in the future. Blizzard community manager Kevin Cloaken Johnson appeared on the State of the Game show to assure the community that Blizzard is working hard to improve the tournament and that they will be adding people and fixing the problems as time goes on. So speaking of tournaments, the WCS Korea finished their round of 32 this week. Advancing were the 2012 World Champion Parting and GSL and MLG winner Life over Lask and Lenok. The group ceremony for the round of 16 followed, and this is a ceremony where the top 16 players, 4 of them are of the top ones, get to pick who will be in their groups. There are 4 groups of 4, and usually the idea is that you pick players that are not so tough so that your group will be easier so you'll be able to advance. And all of that went completely haywire in Group B, otherwise known as the Group of Death. Parting was the first in the group based on his results, and so he got to pick a player to go up against, and he chose Life, who's seen here holding the MLG Championship trophy. Probably not a good idea to pick the second best player, but he was feeling pretty lucky. So Life decides to go and pick Innovation, who was our player of the week last week, and a super strong Terran. And Innovation decides, oh, what the hell, I'm going to go pick the greatest player who has ever played in the history of Starcraft, and that's Flash. So that Group of Death, look at it once more, that will be the most exciting. That's like a round of 4, and that'll be the round of 16. All the other groups, who cares about them? That is the group. Actually, the other groups are pretty good too. So WCS Europe was underway, and in Groups A and B they played. Sase and 4GG advanced. Let's go ahead and maximize that. Sase and 4GG advanced over beating Bunny and Slivko. Notable games in this group was Bunny versus 4GG game 1. If you want to take a look at that. Both players dropped Hellbats in the other's mineral lines, and over 150 workers were killed in total. I think nearly 200 workers were killed in total. And it's absolute ridiculousness. So a great game for Group A. Turn to Group B, we had Lucifron and Happy advance over Bly and Hasuobs, who were both eliminated. So that's all with the major individual tournaments this week. As I mentioned, DreamHack is going on right this very second, and we just heard that Huck advanced. And we'll take a look at those standings. Right now, let's take a look at those standings and see how everybody's doing in DreamHack, which is happening right this very moment, which I believe I said already. Okay, Huck goes through, and we're still waiting to see if Polt or Grubby will be in the next, which I don't think that's been updated. We have Puzzle, sort of, and Strellick. We haven't figured out that group. Hyun and Naniwa are still playing. Lenok and Gumiho have qualified, beating out Rhett. Rhett did really well on the bat. And Sage, one of the first Koreans eliminated. We've got Stefano, the best foreign player of all time in StarCraft 2, doing pretty well, advancing with the 2-0. And Verdi, a Protoss from Russia, also advancing, beating out fan favorites and local heroes Thorazane and Bishu. And lastly in Group H we have Jadong and Koka beating out X-Lord and Oz. So these games are still going on. If you can watch this live at twitch.tv/DreamHackTV. So also go to twitch.tv/DreamHackTV to find the VODs if you're watching this and you want to watch DreamHack afterwards. That tournament is really exciting, and as mentioned, it will see what's happening right now. 4GG and Sase are playing to see who will be going through in that group. 4GG and Sase. There they are. To see who's going to finish that. TLO going through. Awesome. TLO. Great player. Okay, so that's it for individual results. Let's go on quickly to team standings. And there weren't too many team games played this week. GSTL was taking a week off. They'll be playing tonight. And the Pro League is in full swing. So let's take a look at the Pro League standings. We had SKT1 beating Team 8 4-2. STX Seoul beating EGTL, EG Liquid 4-2. Woongjin Stars lost, the best team in the league, lost to KT Rolster. And you can see the standings. Woongjin is still up at the top. These top 4 will go on to the playoffs. EG Team Liquid still at the bottom of the pack. There is a slim chance they may qualify for the playoffs, but there still are some rounds to go. So going to the game of the week, that would have to be the game between Drunken Boy and Mia in the North American qualifiers. Now this is an odd game of the week to have, especially as the games are still going on in DreamHack, and there may be better games than that going on. But I just like this game, so let's take a quick look at it. Basically, Drunken Boy won in game 1, and it was a close game, and he figured it's a best of 3. Might as well try cheesing in game 2, which is exactly what he did. So here we see, a little bit of Zergling harass. We're going to move forward a little bit. And, oh, we moved forward a little too much. All the SCVs! All the SCVs. So he brings 1 SCV. Just to show, yeah, I'm just scouting normally, whatever. Skip ahead, and yeah, Mia's just like, yeah, this is a normal game, yeah, no problem. We've got some Hellions coming in, they're doing some damage. Almost all dead, look at that, they're almost all dead, and he runs in, and there's no defense. He gets this drone, he gets that drone, gets 2 more drones, more Hellions coming in. Okay, so at this point Mia's thinking, yeah, I've cleared this up. I've cleared up the Hellions. It's fine. Oh, there's one other Hellion down here, killing some Zerglings. And no big deal. Man, wait a minute. Why are there no SCVs there? More Hellions coming in. More Hellions coming in. And Mia types G instead of GG. Oh, we missed the bit with the SCV train. Oh, 623. This is really, really hard to click exactly on the point where the SCV train is coming in. It's not here, it's not there, it's not at 619, nothing happening. Jump to 622. At this point I think the damage has already been done. Some damage done with the Hellion, and Mia types out GG. So go watch that game. The brilliance of the SCV pull and these 4 Hellions that nearly died. That was the game of the week. So moving on to the play of the week. We have a game between Parting and Last. Let's take a look at that. And pull that up here. Alright, Parting in last, and to set this up, Parting is playing the Protoss, last is the Terran. And Parting has some mines, some Widow mines, which are going to do huge damage against Parting's forces, unless perhaps he has Blink and is able to get out of them.
He knows basically every single thing. All he needs to do is turtle like crazy, and these Widow mines are going to be very important.
Now, he can blink in through the left side of the Terran's main. Don't know if he's going to do that, but we'll see. You know, with Blink here, Protoss micros perfectly. It's so hard to do the okay, oh, this is not good. Oh, my God.
Really well done by Parting.
He blinked, he took no damage from the Widow mines.
The SCV's coming down now. He's going to lose these. He does get them out. Very smooth move there, popping them out right before it dies. Of course, there is a Widow.
Oh, he's so good.
He's so good.
This is so ridiculous, but the mothership core goes down, and now Protoss can't get up inside the base. So
yeah, it's going to be a lot harder now. And in fact, does blink some up. And he actually blinked onto a Widow mine, a well-placed Widow mine there from last. And Parting's taking some damage, but
he might
is
blink
dealing
the rest
of
them inside the main now. Just go to the mineral line.
Yeah, I think that this is definitely the right choice.
Oh, gets that Widow mine too.
It's another Widow mine.
Very well done. Now he knows that there are at least a couple Widow mines out here.
SCVs.
And
more blinks.
Let's see, can he continue to
I think
dodge
actually he could do a lot of damage here.
All the
yeah, this might be it, man. I think he may.
Okay, he's got it.
It's over. Wow, really nice handling there by Parting. He blinks on the Marauders. That's exactly how you want to do it.
GG.
GG.
And that was Play of the Week. We have a kind of almost Play of the Week, but it's kind of a fail of the week. And that's 4GG playing in WCS Europe. So let's take a look at that and set that up. 4GG is playing here against Bunny, and he does go on and win the game, but basically we have all these Ravens down here in the lower left, and they're setting off their Hunter Seeker missiles on these tanks, and the Hunter Seeker missiles do area of effect damage. So 4GG thinks, I know, I'll just destroy my tanks that are being targeted, and then they won't get targeted, and the Widow mines, the Hunter Seeker missiles will fail.
As well, air advantage here goes for Bunny. Scans go down regardless, though, and Bunny
here they come. They're targeted.
And he's slowly whittling down his
own siege
tank number.
Oh,
crazy. I think 4GG is really tired.
Yeah, it turns out it doesn't actually. The area of effect damage happens anyway, and he killed 2 of his own tanks. So that was the fail play of the week. Finally, the player of the week. It is no contest, no question who this player is going to be. And that is going to be Parting, otherwise known as Won Lee Sak. He's a Protoss player from South Korea, currently playing for SK Telecom T1. It's the most famous Starcraft team of all time, run by Boxer, the most legendary player of all time. He was not originally in SKT1. He got hired by them. He got sniped from Startail, where he used to play, because he was such a boss. He won last year the World Championship, and he won all sorts of tournaments, and he's won all these things. You see a lot of World Cyber Games. He won the BattleNet World Championship, second, the Blizzard Cup. He's won all these things. And Parting's kind of a fun guy. He likes to do two-base, or used to like to do two-base timing attacks with Protoss, which often fail. These attacks often fail, and you're especially against Zerg back in the Wings of Liberty days. But he would always say that he has more soul than anyone else. That's why his attacks succeed. And so he won convincingly in his GSL World Championship Korea round of 32. Blew his opponents away, as you saw there with the blink in the play of the week. He also was in 2 Pro League games, and he won both of them. So player of the week, Won Lee Sak, otherwise known as Parting. All right, and we're on to final thoughts. Final thoughts are go watch DreamHack because it's happening now. I'm actually missing it so I can record this, but I waited until I'd seen the players I really wanted to see, which is Huck and Grubby, who are both doing really well. Let's just take a quick look. Forget final thoughts. Let's look at what's happening in the land of DreamHack. TeamLiquid.net. Wikipedia is overloaded. Oh, it's still loading. Let me just check my stream to see if I can see anything happening on stream. Right now we have Sase and 4GG still playing. Doesn't say what game there is. Oh, we got some results here. Sase and TLO are going, so this last game actually doesn't mean anything. 4GG and Sase. This doesn't mean anything, but it's just for pride, and they're tied at 1, and they're playing game 3 right now. And Koss has gone on. Hero is kind of on the bubble here. That's a lot of people expected him. He's a former DreamHack winner. Huck, my man, 3-0ing his group. Oh, Huck. Oh, we gotta give some love. We gotta give some love, right, Zoe? Right, Zoe? Give some love. Give some love. And that's it for this week in StarCraft. Week 2. We will join you next week on Friday. I'm Jeremy Olderman Ryder, signing off. Old Man would be a good name too. Both would be quite suitable. Yep. Definitely old for this scene. Yeah. That's all it is. That's only good for next year's taxes.
I'll just leave it here for you, okay?